Fáilte Over Cóide, you're welcome indeed to another edition of the programme. Well, we have a great news story for you this week. The newly opened spectacular Erris Coast Hotel in Geesala along the Wild Atlantic Way will provide a major employment, economic and tourist boost for the whole North Mayo region. Behind the venture, two Irish entrepreneurs based in America with strong local connections. John, you were actually born in America, but you're very proud of your Mayo roots.
Exactly. So I live in San Carlos, which is 5 minutes from Michael's house, and my dad's from Kilbride in Mayo, so I have plenty of family there. And then on the mother's side, Leitrim and Cork, so my roots are definitely here. Hence the pin showing both sides of the flags. So very excited about our future here in Geesala. Should be good. Yeah.
And Michael, the old hotel here in Geesala, you actually got married in it.
Mairead and I got married here. My wife, Mairead, we got married in. I should remember this, August 14th in 2008. And we just fond memories of this place. Honestly now, it was a kind of wedding. It was that good. Jerry Coyle was on a bar stool at 5:30 in the morning still dancing. So it was definitely, no one was looking at the clock. And it was great now. Great memories, My grandmother.
And would you, John, have had memories of the old hotel here?
I wouldn't have, but part of the opportunity was knowing the fact that the Coyle family themselves have been here since day one. Vera, Deborah, I'm sure the rest of your family. So the historical analysis that they have on this property is one of the main reasons that we felt it was a great investment and opportunity and a way to bring life back to Geesala in a more positive way. And, let the rest of the world in America know that, Geesala is a great place to be and visit with the lighthouse, John Millington Sing, the Atlantic Way. This is a great place to visit.
and Michael, of course, it's very personal for you as well.
Very.
Because of the unemployment and the emigration, and now it's given opportunities for employment here and the tourism benefits as well.
And we're living in a new world since COVID, and this is a hidden gem, this area. We have the nicest beaches, not to mention the people, unbelievable. The community effort the last few days was just unbelievable. The no congestion, no traffic. We live in the States, we deal with that every day. To come back here is just unbelievable. And honestly, to create a bit of employment is just so brilliant. It just means so much to me personally.
And you must be delighted. It's already booked out this weekend, the opening weekend.
It is, yeah. Christmas
is looking very good.
Yep.
You even have corporate events coming booked out for Mars that far ahead.
Yeah.
Which is a great indication, initial indications of the potential for business there.
Yeah, we have a lot of inquiries on weddings next year too, so we're very happy. And at the same time, the staff, it goes a long way. We personally wanted to speak to all of them last night just to kind of, just let everyone know this isn't just a corporate purchase. This is a personal investment, family investment, to where, we want to be involved and make sure that everyone's appreciated, happy, content, and is, leaving this place every single day with a smile. So. And
I believe you have a marketing strategy going forward as well, Michael.
We do indeed. And actually, as we've been quoting, by the locals, for the locals. You know what I mean? Just number one, the local people is priority. And we are really going to focus on getting the Yanks on the planes and getting them back here. We're going to be marketing now in all the Irish newspapers in America, Boston, Chicago, San Francisco, Philadelphia, and
New York too.
Yeah, and this is what the Americans love, the rural Ireland, undiscovered really down here, it really is, and quietly confident it'll work,
Can I ask you both, what's your favourite room in the hotel?
Great question. So I would say the family connecting room, because I have 3 kids and we usually travel with another family, usually the Coyles. And so having the connecting family room is amazing.
Personally, I'd probably, this room here,
was great historical
the residence lounge. There's just so much history in this room. There was a playwright written here by John Milton Sing over 100 years ago. And, the 11th hour, the 12th hour, you just seen the painter just finished. But, there's been so much passion about this room and it's just come out unbelievable. There's not a flaw in the room. I like it. The bar is fabulous. Absolutely unique.
And that's the old bar that was
indeed,
maintained, wasn't it?
The one thing Mickey and I both discussed, the bar's not changing. You've got to keep that pub exactly the way it is, clean the windows, clean the floors, add some TVs. That's the only thing. And so that was kept the way it was, and just clean this up, and it was just right. So,
and I was going to say, I'll probably say it later when I say a few words in front of the guests and people, like, to quote a line from a famous movie, The Field, where one of the famous characters, the Bull McCabe, says, in one of the lines, he says, "Go home, Yank." Well, down here at the Erris Coast Hotel, we're going to say, "Welcome home, Yank." And welcome with open arms. There'll be no "Go home, Yank."
Well, we'll certainly leave it on that note. Congratulations, both of you.
Thank you very much.
It's a great investment, and I know you're passionate about the area and what you've done now to create employment. And I've no doubt with your connections and your business to come that this is going to be a fantastic success story in North Mayo.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you, Henry.
Yeah, very good.
Thank you.
Deborah, you're partly responsible for this whole official opening here this evening of the Erris Coast Hotel in some way.
Yeah, just a small part, I suppose, Henry. It was last September I picked up the phone to my brother Michael. He was living in San Francisco in California. And I said, "The hotel is up for auction tomorrow. Will you go for it?" And he says, "What do you think?" And I said, "You know what, Michael? If it was last year or the year before, I'd have probably said no. But we were in the middle of COVID. And what we'd noticed around here was that the remote rural locations were becoming the luxury destination. So I said, every place is rented out all summer. And I really, really think if it's marketed properly and invested and updated, I think it could really work." So yeah, I feel partly responsible. And at times during this whole journey, I thought, what did I do? But we're here tonight. It's our opening night, and I couldn't be prouder of what we have achieved. It is an absolutely beautiful transformation, a huge investment by the owners. I'm one of the directors of the company, and I have project managed the build and the process on behalf of the owners, and they have been fantastic. And they've been, it's been very hard for them because they're based so far away, and looking after all these different trades and quotes. So I was a bit of a quantity surveyor, project manager, site manager, but towards the end, we had amazing help. We had a great team here, a fantastic interior designer who took over. And as you'll see later, like the rooms and the whole decor, there's a beautiful flow. Everything works. And it's in keeping with our landscape and our surroundings, and it's very complementary.
So people now thinking of coming to this area, what does the hotel have to offer? Like how many bedrooms, function room, restaurant, all of that?
We have a beautiful suite, the Shore View Suite, which looks down onto the Strand in Geesala. The actual Strand that John Millington speaks about during the Playboy of the Western World, when he talks about the girls picking cockles on the Strand. That Strand is visible from half of our bedrooms and our suite too. So we can cater for weddings or parties up to 250 people very comfortably. We're sitting here in this stunning restaurant, absolutely beautiful. It's the Nathan restaurant with views out over the Nathan mountain range. We have our beautiful bar downstairs, the Millington Bar. And it was funny, Henry, during this whole process when people first heard that we were going through this journey, please don't change the bar. And we haven't because it is absolutely unique, and it's just beautiful. So anything we've added has only been to enhance it.
How are you feeling now this evening, just before the opening, all those months of hard work and seeing it come to fruition?
Yeah, I'm so proud. I'm so proud of what we've achieved. If you told me this time last year, the mountain that was going to be ahead of us, I thought, no, hand it over to someone else. But, it's been a great journey for us here on site in Geesala, for everyone in America, Michael and Maria, their family, John and Natalie, and their families all over. I woke up this morning and I felt like it was Christmas Eve, and then I thought, I've forgotten to buy the turkey. That's how I felt. Like, have we got everything right? But you know what? You'll see yourself when you walk around. I think I'm just being a bit of a perfectionist, but I think it's almost perfect. And we've a great night ahead, please God.
I think this building is such a beautiful building, and the location, it's so unique. we had to draw inspiration from the surroundings, and really the colours in the landscape, the muddy greens, the blues, the coastal element, and we wanted that to be like almost like a thread through the hotel, and to make our customer, the people staying at the hotel, feel warm, embraced, comfort, relaxed, all those type of feelings, which I think you can see, you get that feel when you walk through the door.
And the reaction from the public so far has been very positive, hasn't it?
It's been amazing, and everyone wants to see this hotel do well, and people love the interiors. They really are embracing the darker colours, and I think that's lots of people as well. It's very much on trend. People in their homes are going darker and really experimenting with colour. Yeah.
What's your own particular favourite here in the hotel?
Oh, I've always loved the reception, and I just love the dark panelling with our beautiful carpets from Ulster Carpet, the dark green furniture. I just think that's lovely to walk into, because it brings, it ties in the old stained glass windows, and it's trying to marry the two up, and I think we've successfully achieved that here.
So relaxing this evening and enjoying the fruition of your great work here.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
we
so
will do.
well done to you, Laura.
Thank you, Henry. Thank you.
The first evening I came here on a very wet, cold night, and I came in, and as I said, the fire was lit behind us here, and I met with Deborah, and it's hard to describe, but I fell in love with the building. The bar, and then the bedrooms, and even the people and the staff that were working in it, you know. And you could see that it has so much potential, but they just needed a bit of a leadership to come in here to help drive it.
So what kind of plans now, and how would you like to see the hotel develop?
It has so much to offer. Like, we've got the Carn Golf Links course down the road, and that actually attracts a massive trade coming in from the States. We've got our fishing, we've got our river fishing, we've got our sea fishing. The amount of amenities that are out there, between the walking to the Neffin Park, to walking in Carn, to the Duloch Beach, to see the festivals that I've been hearing about down here, come home Geesala. To see then all the packages that I want to build, help and get involved with the Mayo Tourism Board here, to see what we can bring into the area and how we can help build tourism here within Mayo. And they're out here on the fabulous Wild Atlantic coast, and what is out there that it's on offer that we can bring in and get our name out there. And also you've got Knock Airport up the road. Fantastic amenity. I mean, it's only a 45-minute drive to get as far as us. So I would like to be able to work with them up there as well, to see what we can bring into the area.
And where do you see your potential market? Is it Irish or UK or America? A bit of everything?
I think a bit of everything. From what I'm hearing, as I said, I'm new to the area, but the American market seems to be a massive market, and you've got Shannon down the road, we've got Knock, but I think this year coming forward, I still think the home market and the staycation market this year will still be massive within Ireland, and the packages we want to try to put out there for, a few years, as I said, adventure, fishing, golf, family packages, the golden packages too, so important for the older members of our communities, and then, as I said, to see what else we can bring in. And
just the other area, of course, which I would imagine have great potential for you, is the wedding market.
Yeah, so the wedding market, as I said, my love would be really in the weddings. As I said, it would have been what I would have really enjoyed doing where we're in my last position. And as I said, we have the most fabulous Salia Shoreview suite in here, the Salia bedroom suite upstairs, and the place has the potential for the weddings. We have a fantastic head chef here, we have a fantastic kitchen team. We had our first wedding there on the 27th of December, and pleased to say that it went with flying colours, and we've actually been getting a lot of inquiries in for hosting weddings for this year and for next year.
And of course, what a lot of people are thinking now as you're talking is, how many can you roughly cater for a wedding?
We're looking about between 200 and 240 seated guests in our ballroom at the minute. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Marie, would like to take this opportunity to wish you well and good luck. I've no doubt it'll be a tremendous success. And with all the plans you have in place, the place will be swinging.
Thank you very much, and it's been great to have you here with us, and I hope we can welcome you back soon.
Chef, getting ready for the official opening this evening. A very, very busy kitchen indeed.
It's great, yeah. Look, it's great for the local area. It's great for a hotel that's been closed for the last 2.5, 3 years. And the Coyle family invested heavily in it. They've brought it to what it is today. It would certainly wouldn't be out of place in the 5-star market. It's great for the parish of Kiltane and for the whole of Erris and the whole of Mayo. And it's super exciting. So it is. I've been away the last 7-8 years myself, and it's great to come back to my own parish and head up a very, very good team here in the Erris Coast Hotel. Yeah, it's great.
Of course, you're very much a renowned chef in your own right. A lot of awards for your chef, and I know you put a lot of work and consultation in regard to food here. Very important aspect of the business.
Yeah. Great. Like, I mean, again, back to the Coyles, like everything I want and everything I asked about the kitchen, and the way we designed it, it is in quiet times, like, I mean, 1 or 2 chefs can work it. We're in busier times, a lot of, there's plenty of room for all the chefs to work, Our menus are going to be very varied. We're going to have bar food, we're going to have functions, going to be a big part of the thing. We have a beautiful ballroom, can take 250, 260 people. And we have a beautiful restaurant upstairs, which after Christmas we hope to turn into a very good seafood restaurant, because we're on the coast. So we will have, there'll be somebody for everybody here.
And finally, what's going to be your own signature dish?
We do an awful lot of fish, like, I mean, turbot is huge, John Dory, that kind of stuff, But, like, I mean, on the bar food side of it, we have very varied menu. We have some Mexican dishes, we have some Asian dishes, we have Irish dishes, so there's something here for everybody, and kids and everything else, yeah. So,
well, we wish you the very best of luck with it. I know you're very busy,
yeah.
And thanks for taking time out.
Thanks very much, Henry. Great. Thanks a million.
So our company is Edison Solutions, and we set it up in March 2021. It's a digital company. Our main focus is transforming paper-based reporting systems into digital forms. So we have our own mobile app to do that, and we will consult and design the forms for the companies or any business that requires it into a digital form, and we will enhance it as best we can for the workflow within that company. So the other element of the business is the digital marketing side, and that's where we became involved then with the Erris Coast Hotel.
So, how do you market a hotel like the Erris Coast Hotel?
Well, this project came to us with bare bones, where they were completely renovating from scratch. So with that, where we started was the branding. So we worked with their interior designer, Laura, and with Deborah Direct, who was project managing at the time. And basically from their mood boards, from their style, we worked everything into the branding to make sure that everything matched and worked well together. Furthermore, we've really worked on their social media marketing and their content to get it out there, because as we know today, social media is everything, from marketing, from influencers down to businesses, everything. So we've really concentrated on Instagram, Facebook, and all the main players in that range.
And also then the logo was a big part, and it's a big part of the hotel now, because the logo tells the story.
Yes, yeah. So actually the logo was specifically designed to focus on the fact that the hotel is in a location that is not like any other. Like, we're surrounded by adventure, we're surrounded by sights to see, and it's unbelievable. So the logo actually encapsulates the home ahead. It has Blacksod Lighthouse, it has the Broadhaven Stags. So it really does, it brings the whole area into one to make sure that the hotel is marketed, showing off its best assets, which is what surrounds it as well as what's inside it.
So as we say, location, location, location.
Yes.
This is a wonderful, wonderful location. When you see Michael and his friend, they put a lot of money in here, John, and it's a great location. This place has such history. It was built back in the 80s first. It was, the old Cha Ostan saying, then it was Cha Harris. But it's a wonderful location. It's now the Erris Coast Hotel, and people around the world will travel here to be in such a fine place as this.
This is great for investment in the area and for tourism and bringing people back into Geesala.
We love investors to come, but when the investors is your own flesh and blood and your own people returning, these are immigrants who are in San Francisco. They have returned to invest in Geesala. That's a great boost for all of Mayo, to think that people are taking it on themselves to invest. They decided to buy it. They decided to do it up to the very highest standards. And it's an absolutely wonderful occasion. It's a wonderful day for the Coyle family, as you said, Noel and Vera and all that family, and Michael. It's just a wonderful day that they have taken it on themselves to do this. And I hope they get the support. I'm sure they will get the support. But as you can see tonight, Henry, nothing has been spared here. There's absolutely nothing spared. And we talk a lot about tourism. We have our festivals here. We have a lot of great things happened in Geesala. We have the racing on the beach and all that kind of thing. And hopefully it will grow to bigger and better things now. And we have great ground here for adventure races and things like that. We have the fabulous centre out there next door. So it's onwards and upwards for Erris and Geesala and County Mayo.
We came all the way from North Mayo, County Galway. We have booked in the first customers to book in here today before the hotel ever opened. We think that it is a beautiful place and it couldn't be nicer. We'll be back and the rooms are fantastic.
We came all the way from Ballina, I'm from past up town itself, and we had a beautiful on the way down, the beautiful scenery, absolutely class. Anyone coming for a big city would love to be down the peaceful countryside, unbelievable. And a beautiful hotel.
And a beautiful hotel. We're staying over tonight. The rooms are fabulous.
Oh, yes.
And the beautiful ballroom. And later on we'll be entertained by Keith and Lorraine. And we're looking forward to that immensely. And we'll have a meal after a while in the upstairs restaurant.
Yes.
It's absolutely fabulous. We're delighted to be here tonight.
I'll be part of it. Part of improvement and we say like a luxury, basically luxury.
There's nearly enough coils out there around the world to fill this hotel a couple of times in the year.
There's a good gang of us in it now, so there is. And if we were all here, we'd go very near to filling it. But yeah, it's just phenomenal to have it in the village again. There was a great business here, and the previous owners, Tom Gahan there, we just had great times in this hotel with them, and Talbots after them, and now my cousin Michael. So hopefully it'll keep going and go good and be a success here in the village of Geesala again,
And somewhere for you to come when you come home on holidays as well, to have a night out here in the hotel.
It's a mile from my house, not even a mile, up the road, and to have a place like this on your own doorstep, and you're bringing visitors, anyone coming to visit you, that you'll have a place to put them up and that, and not alone a class place. It's beautiful,
And I suppose a great place for a wedding as well. I'm sure it's often crossed your mind there. We hear rumours there about strong romance, and an ideal place to get married, wouldn't it?
Stranger things have happened. You never know.
Watch this space.
Watch this. You never know. Look at it. It's a phenomenal. It's absolutely beautiful, and there'll be no party like a Coyle party.
Congratulations to John Joyce and Michael Coyle and the extended Coyle and Joyce families on their new venture. And if early bookings at the hotel are anything to go by, there certainly will be busy days ahead for the Erris Coast Hotel. So until next week, slán go fóill.